Freest countries in South America, 2022 data.
Number 12. Venezuela. Venezuela is one of the most populous countries in South America, and remains a popular destination for travelers despite its political turmoil. Despite its current economic and political challenges, Venezuela is the freest country in South America according to the 2021 Freedom in the World Index, with a score of 67/100. In terms of civil liberties, Venezuela is ranked relative. Number 11. Bolivia. Bolivia is a country located in the heart of South America, and it is one of the freest countries in the region. According to the 2021-2022 Freedom in the World report from Freedom House, Bolivia has a score of 4 out of 7, indicating that the country enjoys a high level of civil liberties and political rights. Bolivians enjoy freedom of speech, assembly, and association, as well as protection of the rights of minorities. The government is also free from external influence and is committed to the rule of law. Bolivia has achieved impressive results in terms of economic freedom, and the country ranks highly on the Economic Freedom of the World Index from the Fraser Institute. In addition, the public sector is generally open and competitive, and the private sector is increasingly open to investment. Bolivia has made significant progress in promoting human rights and the rights of indigenous peoples, and the country is considered to be one of the most progressive in Latin America. Number 10. Suriname. Suriname is a country located in the northern part of South America, bordered by Brazil, Guyana, and the Atlantic Ocean. It is the smallest sovereign state in the region, with an estimated population of 568,000 in 2021. According to the 2020 World Press Freedom Index, Suriname is one of the freest countries in South America, with press freedom being considered good by the report. Journalists in the country are able to report on controversial issues with relative ease, although there have been some issues with journalists facing harassment from political figures. The government of Suriname in 2020 adopted legislation to improve their access to public information, including the establishment of a Freedom of Information Act. This law provides citizens and journalists with greater access to government information and strengthens the government's commitment to transparency. Suriname is also a signatory of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, which guarantees the right to freedom of expression and a free press.
Number 9. Argentina. Argentina is a free country located in South America. It is ranked as the second most free country in the region according to Freedom in the World's 2021 report. Argentina is considered a representative democracy with a presidential system of government, and is a member of the United Nations, World Bank and the Organization of American States. Argentina has a long-standing commitment to protecting civil liberties, and it has a strong independent judiciary and press freedom. Argentina enjoys high levels of economic freedom and is a regional hub for international trade. The country has a comparatively high level of human development, and its economy is largely supported by exports such as agricultural goods, energy, and manufactured products. Argentina is increasingly investing in renewable energy and has made significant progress in addressing poverty and inequality. Number 8. Brazil. Brazil is widely considered one of the freest countries in South America in terms of political freedom, according to the Freedom House annual report. As of 2022, the country is rated free, with a score of 1.5, based on a scale of 1 to 7, with 1 being the freest. The Brazilian people enjoy a wide range of civil and political rights, including the right to vote, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of the press, and the right to a fair trial. Although Brazil still has a long way to go in terms of economic freedom, its citizens are mostly free from government interference and have access to a wide range of economic opportunities. Brazil is also well known for its commitment to human rights and its dedication to protecting the rights of all its citizens. Number 7. Ecuador. Ecuador is one of the most free countries in South America, according to the 2021 Democracy Index. In 2021, Ecuador earned a score of 6.56, placing it in the free category of nations. Ecuador has consistently been ranked as one of the freest countries in the region since the late 2000s. Respect for civil liberties, freedom of expression, and media freedom are all strong in Ecuador, as demonstrated by the country's consistently high rankings in the Democracy Index. Additionally, Ecuador has seen a steady improvement in its score since 2015, when it was ranked as partly free. The Ecuadorian government is committed to respecting the rights of all its citizens and protecting the freedom of its citizens. In 2021, Ecuador passed a new law guaranteeing freedom of expression on social media platforms and also passed a law which further strengthens the country's commitment to free speech. These laws demonstrate the Ecuadorian government's commitment to protecting the rights of its citizens. Number 6. Guyana. Guyana is the freest country in South America according to the 2022 Index of Economic Freedom. It is ranked 16th in the world in economic freedom, and its overall economic freedom score is 78.2, making it the freest nation in South America. Guyana has a mixed economy in which the government plays a significant role in the economy, but the private sector is also a major factor. The country benefits from an abundance of natural resources, including gold, diamonds, timber, and oil, and is actively engaged in the exploitation of these resources. Guyana has a stable political and legal system, low levels of crime, and a well-developed infrastructure. It has been successful in reducing poverty and creating a more equitable society, while promoting economic growth and development. The country has been praised by international organizations such as the IMF, the World Bank, and the Inter-American Development Bank for its commitment to economic and political reforms.
Number 5. Paraguay. Paraguay is considered one of the freest countries in South America according to the 2021 Index of Economic Freedom. It has a high level of economic freedom, with scores above the regional and world averages. The country's regulatory environment remains favorable to business activity, and the government continues to implement pro-market reforms. Paraguay has a low level of government intervention in the economy, and public spending is low relative to other countries in the region. The country has a well-established legal framework, and the judicial system is independent. Paraguay's government generally respects private property rights, and the country has a strong record on protecting intellectual property. The financial system is well developed, and the banking sector is supervised by the Central Bank of Paraguay. The country's labor laws are flexible, and it has one of the lowest levels of labor costs in the region. Overall, Paraguay is a relatively open economy that provides a favorable business environment and encourages economic growth. Number 4. Colombia. Colombia is considered to be one of the freest countries in South America. In the 2021 Freedom in the World report released by Freedom House, Colombia was ranked as free, with a score of 67 out of 100. This score is higher than the regional average, which was only 65 out of 100. Colombia has made significant progress in the area of political rights and civil liberties in recent years. Freedom of expression and media independence are protected under the Constitution, and the country boasts a vibrant civil society with numerous independent media outlets and an active human rights sector. Colombia has also made great strides in the area of economic freedom, ranking 55th out of 186 countries in the 2021 Index of Economic Freedom. The government has taken steps to reduce corruption and strengthen the rule of law, and the country has seen a steady improvement in economic freedom in recent years. Colombia is expected to remain one of the freest countries in the region in 2022. Number 3. Peru. Peru is often considered one of the freest countries in South America. The country is known for its strong commitment to democracy and human rights, with the World Bank ranking Peru as the highest in South America for the quality of its democracy and for its commitment to human rights. Peru holds regular, free, and fair elections, and has effective rule of law. It is also a signatory to the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR, which ensures basic human rights. Peru has an independent judiciary, and is also a member of the Organization of American States, OAS. Peru has a vibrant media landscape, with a range of print and digital outlets, and a growing presence online. The government is also committed to economic freedom, having implemented a number of initiatives to promote economic growth and investment. This includes free trade agreements with neighboring countries, streamlining taxes, and implementing a flexible labor market. Number 2. Uruguay. Uruguay is consistently ranked as one of the freest countries in South America. According to Freedom House's Freedom in the World 2021 report, Uruguay scored an impressive 91 out of 100 for its overall political rights and civil liberties. This score places Uruguay among the freest countries in the world and the highest score among all of South America's countries. Uruguay has achieved this score thanks to its robust democracy and strong institutional checks and balances. The branch of government is highly independent from each other, and the country has a long history of free and fair elections. Furthermore, the government protects individual rights and freedoms, such as freedom of speech, press, and assembly. In addition, Uruguay has a strong civil society, with many organizations advocating for citizens' rights and a vibrant civic culture. Uruguay is also the most progressive country in South America when it comes to LGBTQ+ rights, as same-sex marriage has been legalized since 2013. Number 1. Chile. Chile is one of the freest countries in South America, according to the latest data from Freedom House. The country has a strong economy, a commitment to democracy, and a solid track record of respecting human rights. Chile is rated free on Freedom in the World 2022, the highest rating offered, and has a score of 88/100 in the Freedom of the World Index, indicating that the country offers its citizens higher levels of freedom than many other countries. Chile stands out in South America for its independent judiciary, independent media, and robust civil society. It also has a strong commitment to economic freedom, with low corporate tax rates, a developed regulatory framework, and a business-friendly environment. Furthermore, Chile is the only nation in South America to have a free trade agreement with the United States, a sign of the country's commitment to open markets and free trade. Thanks for watching our video about the freest countries in South America for the year 2022. We hope you found it interesting, and we hope you continue to support our channel for more interesting curiosities around the world. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're the first to know when we post new videos. Until next time, stay curious.